demonstrate the Aroma Touch Technique. And this is a series of 8 different oils that's going to help with stress management, immune support, inflammatory response, and homeostasis. So we're going to start with stress management, and we're going to use Balance oil. And Terry is going to be applying 3 or 4 drops of the oil along the spine, and she's going to run her fingers up and down the spine 3 times, lightly, just a very light touch, nothing too intense. And then she's going to do 3 clockwise circles over the heart area. And then move her hands toward the base of the spine and the crown of the head just to establish a connection. And then we're going to go on to the next oil, which is lavender. And the lavender, the same routine with applying the oils from the base of the spine, 3 or 4 drops, and then just a light touch 3 times up the spine. And then she's going to do what's called the palm slide, which is just a gentle motion from the spine towards the side. And she's going to do 3 times up from the base of the spine towards the crown of the head on each side. And so the Balance and the lavender are both the oils that you use for stress management. And she's just very lightly gliding along the surface. This isn't an intense, deep tissue massage. You don't need a lot of pressure. It's just a light, gentle stroke to disperse the oil all over the whole back. And then once she's done with that, she's going to do what's called the 5-zone activation. The back is divided into 5 zones, starting with the spine and going down once or up once, and then 2, 3, 4, and 5. So radiating outward from the spine. And lavender, as well as promoting relaxation, is also known to have calming effects on the nervous system. So when she gets to zones 3, 4, and 5, she's also going over the shoulder area also. And then she's going to do what's called articular stress reduction, and she's just going on the pressure points of the ears with the lavender, using her thumb and index finger, going from the earlobe all the way up to the top point of the ear. auricular stress reduction. Okay, so the next oil that we're going to is Melaleuca. Now we're moving into immune support. So again, just 3 or 4 drops up the spine, and then the same 3 passes up the spine, very light touch, all the way up. Then she's going to do the palm slide 3 times on each side of the spine. Melaleuca is tea tree oil, also known as tea tree oil. It provides excellent immune supporting benefits, and it has more than 90 different constituents and compounds that help you with different phases of immunity. So again, after she's done with the palm slide, she's going to do the 5-zone activation once again. First pass starting at the center of the spine, and then just working her way out for each pass. Light touch. She's going all the way up into the hair and across the crown of the head. Then the next oil that we're going to use in the immune support section is On Guard, which plays an important role in immune support. On Guard is a mix of wild orange, eucalyptus, rosemary, clove, and cinnamon. Same routine, dropping 3 or 4 drops up the spine. Light fingertip pressure. And then the alternating palm slide. Three times up each side. She's going to do, after she finishes the palm slide, she'll do the 5-zone activation once again. Starting at the spine and then working her way out. Light pressure. Just with the fingertips. Then we're going to start a new technique called the thumb walk tissue pull, which is from the base of the spine to the base of the skull, and you're going to repeat 3 times, and it's just a gentle pressure with your thumbs, kind of walking up the spine. And again, this is just to help disperse the oils and all along the spine. So now we're going to move into the inflammatory response section. She's going to be using Aroma Touch Oil, which she's again applying 3 to 4 drops up the spine. And she's going to do the same 3 slides up the spine, and then go into the palm slide. There's been a lot of studies that show links between poor health and chronic inflammation, and so Aroma Touch is a great oil to help address that. Aroma Touch has basil, grapefruit, cypress, marjoram, peppermint, and lavender in a blend. And those are all oils that are very good for inflammation. After the palm slide, she goes into the 5-zone activation once again. And then the second oil that we use in the third step for inflammatory response is Deep Blue. And then once again, 3 or 4 drops up the spine. You're seeing a pattern here. Deep Blue is a blend of wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, blue tansy, German chamomile, helichrysum, and osmanthus. And together with the Aroma Touch Technique, that will help support a healthy inflammatory response. Deep Blue is very good for helping with any kind of discomfort associated with muscles and joints. So she's doing the palm slide again. And all of these techniques can be found in the Modern Essentials book. It's all written down in there. And then if you order an Aroma Touch kit, you get a little book that also is a little refresher. That helps explain all the things, so you don't have to feel like you have to remember everything. We've also created a little cheat sheet, so just so we can remember the steps, when you're first learning. We're going to do the 5-zone activation one more time with the Deep Blue. And then once she's done with the 5-zone activation, she's going to do the thumb lock technique again. So now we're going to move to the feet. And this is the fourth step, which is homeostasis. And we're going to be applying a combination of wild orange and peppermint to the bottom of the feet. And the feet are broken up into regions and zones. So in the Modern Essentials book and in the little guide that they give you, there's an illustration of the zones on the bottom of the feet. And so she's going to start with applying the oil evenly to the bottom of the foot, a combination of wild orange and peppermint on one foot. And she's going to massage that starting at the heel, working her way down to the pad of the foot. Just using her thumbs, gentle pressure, just kind of starting at the top, working her way down in a circular motion. Peppermint has the effect of enhancing the absorption of the oils through the skin for a thorough penetration to the tissues and systems of the body. And the wild orange is great because it can balance and re-energize the body systems. And now she's going to do work through each zone 1 through 5 by alternating walking each thumb vertically through each zone beginning at the point of the heel. And the zones of the feet are in vertical lines starting at the heel down to the big toe and then down to each toe. So each of the 5 toes is considered a zone. So she's just kind of doing, like she did the thumb walk on the spine, she's doing the same thing down the foot. So she's thumb walking down the zones, and then when she's done thumb walking, she's going to do what's called the 5-zone tissue pull, and that's just more of a smooth motion as opposed to a thumb motion down each zone, from the heel down to each toe. And she'll repeat that 3 times. And then repeat that whole process again with the other foot. We just put a little bit of coconut oil on the bottom of the feet just because they were a little dry and cracked. That just helps the practitioner work with the oils more smoothly. Do the thumb walk down the 5 zones. So if you had a person that maybe wasn't comfortable having their back done, you could just do this on their feet and on their hands. Or say you didn't have a lot of time with someone, so that's always an option.
You're going to edit, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you already say what it was good for in the video? Why you're doing it? Besides stress. Remember
Yeah,
you said
it's the
stress.
four areas.
4 areas.
Stress, autoimmune support.
Oh yes. Okay. Thank you. So just
inflammatory response and homeostasis.
So that was it for the feet, huh? Just that 2 oils and that's it.
Right.
Well, we're going to come back to the feet and do a lymphatic movement.
Yeah,
So
we'll come back to them. Okay, so now we're moving back to the back, and we're going to use those same 2 oils,
Hold on 1 second.
wild orange and peppermint. Now this will be our last 2 oils, and we're putting them at the same time. 3 or 4 drops of the peppermint and the orange. And again, sliding up the base of the spine, so light pressure. And then a light palm slide 3 times on both sides. So this is all very light touch. There's you don't have to have a specialized knowledge of massage to do this. It's a great thing to do with a relative or your children or someone you know. And then when she's done with the 3 sets of palm slides, she's to do the 3 clockwise circles around the heart area, just like we did in the very beginning. Then at the very end, we're going to move back to the feet. We're going to move back to the feet. And we're going to do what they call lymphatic movement. This is just a gentle rocking. She's grabbing hold of the feet, and she's going to pull and push and pull 10 or 15 times. It's kind of just to wake them up and get everything moving again. Betty was passed out, I think. Maybe she still is. That's it.